Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mora Maina. I'm a nutritionist and I help people to positively shift their relationship with food and their bodies. So today, how are you doing, by the way? How are you faring on? How are you coping, especially now that you're having this global coronavirus pandemic? How are you managing? I'm hoping you're all doing well and trying your best to keep this social distancing thing, trying your best to always wash your hands, trying your best to eat much healthier foods. I hope you're also taking care of your mental health, you're also taking enough sleep. Yeah. I was asking myself the other day, like, did we really have to wait until this corona thing catches up with us so that we can really realize that we really need to take so much care, we really need to really take care of ourselves? Did you really have to wait for this corona thing for us to realize that we really need to constantly wash our hands? Yeah, because apart from coronavirus, there has always been foodborne illnesses that really requires us um, to frequently wash our hands. Did you really have to wait until this time? Did you really have to wait for us to eat much healthier so that we can be able to boost our immunity? Yeah, did we really have to wait? So what I was thinking, this corona thing is more of a wake-up call to all of us, especially here in Kenya. It's meant to challenge so many things, or rather it's meant to trigger that thing that we've been ignorant about, that we really did not put so much interest, or rather keen interest into certain things that even for the things that you actually take for granted. For example, our health. Yeah, it's meant to challenge our healthcare systems. It's meant to challenge our food security, both household and national food security systems. It's meant to challenge our mental health. It's meant to challenge our social lives and so many other things that you might think of, that those things that you were actually taking for granted. Now it's time that we really need to develop this keen interest on them and actually see, like, what if we change our lives to live this much healthier lifestyle? What if our systems, our government, actually it's also challenges the leadership, yeah, the leadership of this country of ours. Yeah, so by the end of this pandemic, and we pray to God that it actually comes to an end, we hope to see so many changes in terms of how we run our households, yeah, in terms of how we relate to people. Yeah, we hope to see so much difference. Yeah, so today I'm actually going to show you my morning routine, how I go about this stay at home thing. Yeah, so the first thing I do immediately after waking up is to whisper a prayer to God, to thank Him for the night, to pray for a good day ahead, to pray for my family, to pray for my friends, to pray for my neighbors, and also the entire country, especially now that we are experiencing this coronavirus pandemic. We are praying to God for guidance and also for protection, because by the end of the day, you realize that without God there's nothing you can do about it. As much as we want to wash our hands, to sanitize ourselves, and to keep this social distance that is required of us, without God there's nothing you can do about it. So I do my morning devotion daily. uh I pray to God every single time, because by the end of the day we realize we only have God, and He's the only person we can talk to and He can hear us. Now is not the time to now it's not the time to rant. It's that's time to pray to God to take good care of us, especially during this time. And after I'm done with my morning devotion, I would grab my motivational book, which is meant to steer me throughout the day and to give me the positive energy that I need. Nowadays, I tend to read more Bible verses. I tend to read more motivational books, yeah, so as to be able to keep my sanity throughout the day. It helps to, especially with motivational speaking, especially with motivational books that I read. It's actually meant to steer me throughout the day, give me that positive energy. Initially, I used to go for my phone immediately I wake up. I go for my phone, go through social media, check through Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and also check through my emails. But that thing is something that I've stopped, and nowadays I just read motivational books, and at the same time I also read some few Bible verses that's meant to give me that encouragement that I really need, especially at this time. We really need this to maintain your sanity, especially throughout the day. Yeah. This is not the time that you want to wake up and you're already on your screens, want to check what is going on. It reached a point that I don't even go to the television to actually check on the updates of COVID-19. Like, this thing got to a point that it got so stressful. Like, every single time you open every single time that you open the television, or rather you switch on the television, you get to see, oh, this number of people have increased, as in this number of people have contacted coronavirus, and you're like, oh God, please, yeah. So I actually, for a moment, I stopped checking all those messages, or rather checking those updates. I stopped at some point because, oh God, sometimes you really need to keep your sanity. Yeah, because the information is so overwhelming, and what you get to hear from other countries, you're like, oh my God, no, we can't get to that point. So I stopped for a moment, and that is it. So I go for my motivational books, read a couple of things, read my Bible verses, and that's how I kickstart my day. So after having read my Bible or my motivational book, I make my bed, and get to the kitchen and get some water to drink. It's always good to hydrate yourself immediately when you wake up in the morning, and because water does not taste really good, especially in the morning, I spice it up with some lemon, some ginger, and some cinnamon, and sometimes honey, so as to improve its taste. At the same time, you're still adding up, or rather you're still building up on your micronutrients, that is the vitamins and the minerals, so that the water can be so that you can still be able to boost your immunity. So you actually really need them. So after I've done taking my water, I now go start my daily workout routine. And this workout routine, I actually got it from Play Store. You go and check for aerobics. I do aerobics and sometimes yoga. So I went and downloaded this app. That's what I'm using. I'm using at the moment the aerobics one and the yoga one. It's home friendly, like I can say. It's something that you can do in the house. You don't necessarily have to go to the gym, especially now that most of us are not leaving the house. So it's really of so much help, because you really need to keep fit. You really need to continue with your regular physical exercise for you to be able to keep your health on check. every single day. And then from there, I now go take a shower. From taking my shower, I come now prepare my breakfast. As you can see, today I'm actually taking my Irish potato, an egg, guacamole, and some fruits. Yeah, so all this is well balanced. To me, breakfast is very important, because I know there's some people who skip breakfast, but for me, breakfast is very important. It's breakfast that is meant to kickstart my day. Without breakfast, I just don't function. Yeah, so I have to take my breakfast every single day for me to be able to push through the day, because personally I don't take snacks in between. I'm not good with snacking. So I take my breakfast, my lunch, of course, and also my dinner. So breakfast is very important for me. Yeah, so I have to take my breakfast, and for the mere fact that I take my dinner very early, so by the time it's morning, oh gosh, I'm starving. So I really need to eat. I really need to eat my breakfast. Yeah, I know some people are on intermittent fasting and stuff like that. So maybe you're not taking a breakfast, but for me, it's very important. And after I'm done with my breakfast, I can either go bask in the sun, because we really need this vitamin D, guys, especially now. Yeah, you can even develop this cabin fever because you're staying in the house. Yeah, get out a little bit. Yeah, get the morning sun, bask, and get your vitamin D. Yeah, it's very important. Or rather, sometimes even water my plants outside. And when there is need, especially when there was no rain, or rather the rain has not been there for a long time, but in this season we're having so much rain, and they're doing well. So after I'm done with that, so that's it. Basically, that's what I do every single day in the morning. And so that's what I basically do every single day in the morning. You can also develop your own routine, see how to go about it. Yeah, especially the morning routine. Let's not get to a point whereby we are losing it. Yeah, we don't want to get out of this quarantine period, or rather this stay at home period, maybe malnourished, either overweight or underweight. Let's not get out of this quarantine period when our mental health is in big trouble. Let's not get out of this quarantine period when our social life has been ruined, guys. So let's try as much as possible to strike a balance for our lives, so that we can be able to push through, even so that you can be able to get so that you can be able to push through this quarantine period, and also start from where we stopped before this quarantine period. Yeah, so so that's basically it. I wish you guys all the best. Develop your own routine. Let's ensure that you get enough sleep. Ensure we do our physical exercises. Ensure that you're really taking good care of our health, guys. Yeah, so that by the time this coronavirus catches up with us, God forbid, I hope it doesn't, we are able to be in a much better place. And talk of that, I think I should be able to come up with a video on what to stock for, especially now that we are anticipating a lockdown again, God forbid. So in case it happens, because you can't ignore the fact that it can happen, because other countries are experiencing that, and Kenya, we are not any different. So it's possible it can happen, but we hope it doesn't happen. So if it happens, are you really prepared? Yesterday I was particularly happy because I saw the government is trying to look for a way to maybe feed people, or rather to distribute food to people, especially in case of a lockdown. So they're looking for a way to do it, and I was really happy about that. And I hope everyone is going to be, it's really my prayer that everyone gets to be food secure, especially during this period. But meanwhile, as we wait for the government, if you can stock up, especially those food that can last for long. Yeah, you can stock up with that. So guys, that's it for today's video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And always keep the social distance. Remember to keep the social distance, sanitize, wash your hands every single time. And another thing is, remember to eat well. And talk of eating well, in my next video I'm actually going to talk about the foods that you really need during this time. I don't know whether to call it COVID-19 and nutrition, something like that. So stay tuned. I hope this time I'm going to keep my word and be able to upload a video. So thank you guys for watching. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up, and please tell a friend to subscribe to my channel, and let's keep this conversation going and let's talk, guys. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.